Hello everyone, welcome back to English class. Dear students, let's get started with the chapter 5, Tansen. Today we are going to read next part of the chapter. Now before to start, let's read what we have read yet. If we talk about, then Tansen was very mischievous child and he perfectly copied the sound of birds and animals. He used to go to forest to practice the same, and when he tried to frighten the famous singer Swami Hari Das and his disciples by making sounds of tiger. So open the page number 16, second part of the chapter. First of all, I'm going to read out the starting of Tansen. Learned music from Swami Haridas for 11 years. He stayed with a holy man called Muhammad Ghaus. He married Hussaini, one of the ladies in the court of Rani Mrignani. So what happened then, as we have last read that Swami Haridas with his disciple was moving in the forest, and his Tansen saw them, wanted to frighten them, and he got success. But also Swami Haridas saw him and was impressed. Okay, so see what happened. Swami Haridas didn't punish him. As he saw him, he didn't punish him. Punish means to hurt a wrongdoer. But he didn't punish him. He went to Tansen's father and said, "Your son is very naughty. He is also very talented. I think I can make him a good singer." So what happened? Swami Haridas saw him, but he didn't punish him. Rather, he went to his father and told him that his son was very naughty, but was very skilled, talented. He suggested to him that he could make him a good singer. Okay, who Tansen can be a good singer, right? So let's read out the next para on the page number 16, second last. Tansen was 10 years old when he went away with Swami Haridas. He lived with him for 11 years, learning music, and became a great singer. At about this time, his parents died. Mukandar Mishra's wish was that Tansen should visit Muhammad Ghosh of Gwalior. Muhammad Ghosh was a holy man. Mukandar Mishra had long been devoted to him and often visited him. While living in Gwalior with Muhammad Ghosh, Tansen was often taken to the court of Rani Mrignani, who was a great musician herself. There he met and married one of the ladies of the court. Her name was Hussaini. So it is in this para his life has been described. So what happened then? Tansen was 10 years of age when he went away with Swami. He was only 10 years old when he went away with Swami for learning music, and Tansen learned music from him for 11 years, right? And became a great singer of his times. During this time, his parents died. Means during the time of 11 years, his parent died, and his father's last wish was that Tansen must visit Muhammad Ghosh. Okay, so it was the last wish of Mukandar Mishra, Tansen's father, that he should visit Muhammad Ghosh. He was a holy man. Okay, and he even lived with a holy man. Okay, who? His father. So Muhammad Ghosh. There he was frequently taken to the court of Rani Mrignani. So what happened? He was a holy man. Then he even lived with the holy man Muhammad Ghosh, means his father. He also used to go there. So his son, means Tansen, he went there to Muhammad Ghosh because it was his father's wish, and there he also frequently taken to the court of Rani Mrignani. Mrignani's court was also there, so he always used to go there. And she was also a great musician. Who? Rani Mrignani was also a musician, and Tansen used to go into her court, and there he married Hussaini. Okay, the girl she met Tansen met this girl Hussaini, and she was the member of court of Rani Mrignani. Okay, who Hussaini was the member of Rani Mrignani's court. Okay, and he met to Hussaini in this court and married her. Okay, Next, Hussaini also became Swami Haridas' disciple. Tansen and Hussaini had 5 children who were almost musical. Tansen had, by page number 17, Tansen had by this time become very famous. Sometimes he sang before Emperor Akbar, who was so impressed by him that he insisted Tansen should join his court. So, what happened then? See, here is the word impressed, right? This, which means to cause someone admire deeply, right? And there is insist means to force someone or to say something firmly and forcefully. Okay, to force someone to do some act. So what happened then? Hussaini, she also become disciple of Swami Haridas, and Tansen and Hussaini had 5 children who all were very musical. They become very musical family. Tansen learned music. His wife also become student of Swami Haridas, and they had 5 children, and all were learning music. Tansen had by this time become very famous, and he become very famous, and it was the time of Emperor Akbar. Okay, during his time, Tansen was living, and yes, so he also went in the court of Emperor Akbar, and he becomes so impressed. What happened then? So Emperor, he got opportunity to sing before Emperor Akbar, and Akbar was very impressed by his music. So he asked Tansen to join his court. Okay, so he become the one of the famous and favorite person of Akbar, right? Let's read next, page number 17. Okay, Tansin went to Akbar's court in 1556 and soon became a great favorite of emperor. Akbar would call upon Tansin to sing at any time during the day or night. Quite often, he would just walk into Tansin's house to hear him practice. He also gave him many presents. Some of the courtiers became jealous of Tansin. We shall never be able to rest till Tansen is ruined, they declared. One of the courtiers, Shokat Mia, had a bright idea. Obviously, if one person got very fame, then the list of jealous people would increase. So same thing happened with Tansen. So what happened? Tansen went in 1956 to Akbar's court, 1556, sorry, and Akbar liked him very much and became great favorite of emperor. Okay, he was in the list of emperor's favorite persons. Akbar used to call him to sing very often at any time of day or night. Okay, he never checked the time. If whenever he wanted to hear something, some good music, he always called Tansin, either it is night or day. Rather, he used to go to his house as well to hear him sing, as Tansen practiced at home. So Akbar always used to go to his home only so that he could hear the practice of Tansen. Then he gave him many gifts, right? And his growing popularity and Akbar's interest in made other courtiers jealous of him. They were so jealous that they planned to ruin him. Ruin means destroyed. Okay, so what is the meaning of courtiers? Advisor to the king. So other advisors or the member of the king's court become jealous, and they wanted to destroy, Tansen completely. And Shaukat Mia had a clever idea. Shaukat Mia also one of the courtier of Akbar's court, and got a very clever idea to ruin Tansen. So let us make him sing Rag Deepak. He said, how will that help us? Asked another man. If Rag Deepak is properly sung, it makes the air so hot that the singer is burnt to ashes. Tansen is a very good singer. If he sings Rag Deepak, he will die, and we will be rid of him. Shaukat Mia went to Akbar and said, we don't think Tansen is a great singer. Let us test him. Tell him to sing Rag Deepak. Only the greatest singer can sing it properly. So what was the plan? See, he suggested, who Shaukat Mia suggested that Tansen should sing Rag Deepak. If, see, dear students, you are always used to go to the music lab and you have heard about the Rag word, and many rags are there which we use to with help of Saregama only, and one of the famous rag is Deepak. And what happened with this? Another man asked how could that help him, Rag Deepak. Then what is the quality of the Rag Deepak? He answered that if the rag would be sung correctly, it would make the air so hot that the singer would be burnt to ashes. Means if the person who is singing the Rag Deepak and he is singing perfectly, then he could burn into ashes. Okay, become because this rag could, okay, make hair so hot, right? So this is the quality of the true music. And then he said would be burnt to ashes and dance, and he will die and we will be rid of him. He will burn to ashes and we get rid of him. So Shaukat Mia went to Akbar and said, then what he did, then he a singer would be burnt. Tansen was a very good singer, so if he did that, he would die and they would get rid of him. Shaukat Mia went to Akbar to say that in their opinion, Tansen was not a good singer. Okay, and if he was, then let him test him. They wanted to test him and asked him to sing Rag Deepak. So they didn't told directly what they want to what they wanted to Akbar. They just tell that they didn't think that Tansen was a good singer. So let's test him and ask him to sing Rag Deepak, as only the greatest singers could sing that. Not every singer, only the greatest and who got very good practice and music, only that person can sing Rag Deepak. So they planned like this to ruin Tansen. Okay, so here is the end of today's topic.